Okay, so to make it a little easy, what we will do is we will make our framework a two-layered approach first. So for now, I'll just delete this framework folder from here. Okay, and let's make it two-layered approach. So first layer would be our test case, and second layer would be our page classes. Okay, wherein we will have our base page. Okay, so I will delete these things and I'll make it blank to start with. Okay, so let's go one by one. We will implement them. Then this dashboard page, I will also delete this constructor part. Our login page, let's delete these things for now. Okay, let's delete these also, and I'll delete this also. And sign up page, anyways we don't have anything, but we would anyways be extending it from the base page. Okay, so let's like import this from here, sign up page. Perfect. Now what we will do is one by one we will implement the classes. Like this base page, as we have discussed, that this is gonna have our basic functionality, not page level specific functionality, but the basic one. So I have already created few like, you know, just to save on time, I have already created things for you. Okay, so the first thing we will specify our page variable. So this page is nothing but our page our web page, right? So that web page variable we have defined here. Okay, then we will define a constructor, and inside the constructor I'll say this dot page equal to page. This dot page equal to page. Okay, and we will import this. We have already imported it. Okay, and I'll just define here page. I'll explain you this, what we are doing here exactly and how it is gonna work and all that, but just be with me for few minutes and then we will discuss about it. So here, sorry, here it should be page colon. Then we will implement our all the functionalities like navigate to the page and all that. So I'll define this here, async navigate. So we will take the URL as a argument and then we will call await this dot page dot go to URL. So what we have done here is we have first defined here a class level variable page which is of type page. So just to let's say app page, I'll make it as, so that there would be no confusion, app page. Okay, and this dot app page, just to avoid that name confusion. So I have defined here a app page variable of type page, and then inside the constructor I am going to receive a page as an argument, and then that I am going to assign to my class level variable. Okay, then we are going to implement various functions. I mean the basic functionalities, navigate, and then there would be click also. So these functionalities I had implemented in our web test class, third layer, but that third layer now we have we are not considering that third layer as of now. Okay, so all the low level keywords like click, type, and then navigate, all those things will go in this uh, base page, right? So click, then there would be type method, right? So all those things we will implement here. Okay, type, then click element and all that. Then what we will do, that login page. Let's go to the login page now, and we will extend it from our base page. Okay, and now we need to perform the login activity, right? For that we need the locators, right? Email, password, and login button. So we will first define a class level variables like this: email, password, login button, right? And then inside the constructor, so I'll write one constructor. Inside this we will get this page, and we will call our parent class constructor using super, and then we will define this locators like this. Okay, so page colon uh, page, this is perfect. Okay, and here we will import this. Right, this from here. Now we need to perform a do login, right? So for this do login, we will we have written this username and password, this do login method, and now what we will do is we will say await this dot type. This type method we have implemented, right, inside our base class, and to that we will be sending email field, this dot email comma username, right? Then username. Okay, and two arguments but got three. Sorry. And here, okay, so let me go to the type, and it is string. So instead of string we will make it of type locator. Fill. Okay, just a minute. String, let me put it as string for now, and let me use in this way. So this dot email fill, this dot password, and login button. Perfect. So do login we have implemented, right? Then we have the home page. Navigate to login. Home page is our dashboard actually. So, but let's call it as a home page. So I'll just rename this to home page. Okay, and I'll make it home page, right? And here I'll input this, and let's create a constructor for this. This is the constructor of this class. One by one I will be explaining you, just give me a moment. Let's put all the code in place and then we will navigate through the files and then we will understand the flow. Don't worry, I'll make sure to explain you the flow. That's not a problem. Then there is a navigate to login function. So here this would be app page. Okay, this dot app page dot click, and we are sending the argument. Perfect. Then we have a select product method which will go inside this. Okay, so now let's async. I'm just, yes, so select product, and then we have next page, that is product page. Okay, so let's see what we have done so far in our application. So this is what we are calling as home page. Okay, so in this home page we have navigate to login method. Navigate to login will click on this icon and will take you to the login page. Okay, so this is the locator of that element. This element's locator is this one, right? Text equal to login. Now what we are doing is we want to click on it. So we are using we in our base page we have already implemented a click method, right? So this click method will take that selector and then we are clicking on that, right? So next, login page. Login page is this page. This is the page, a login. It has got 1, 2 and 3 elements to work on. So what we have done is in the login page we have defined 3 variables, each for like the elements over there. Then in the constructor we are setting these elements, page.locator, email, this is the CSS for the email, CSS for the password, and this is the CSS for the login button. So we are setting these elements, and then we have implemented our do login method. So this do login, this method do login will take the username and password, and then we are actually typing the username inside the email, password and login button. We are clicking on it. So this is the implementation for our do login keyword. Okay, then next is our cart page. So and in home page we have a select product method also implemented. Select product method is like if you go to this, so you select a product, right? Like this, you click on this. So this is a select product, correct? So we have done that select product there. Once we select the product, we would be on the product page. This is our product page. This is a product page, sweatshirt, correct? So for this we will create one product page.ts. Okay, this is our product page. And what this product page will have, it will again, I'll say export class product page extends base page. Okay, and here we will import this. We will import it from here. Right, this is how. And then add first product to cart. So this is a adding product to cart is one business level method. Correct, this is one business level method. Not click, so it will click on the product like this. For example, this, it will click here. So we will be on this page, add to cart or cart page it is called as. This is a cart page where we can add our product to the cart, right? So go to cart, so there would be one method called go to cart. Okay, this is the cart, go to cart page, this go to cart. And once you are there, we have a checkout page, sorry, cart page. Once we are on that cart, we are on the cart page. So let's create a cart page. Right, this is our cart page, and this cart page will also have this imports, and the class would be class cart page extends base page. Right, and just give me a moment. Here we can import from this cart page. Yes, now constructor. Okay, and then inside this we have proceed to checkout method. Proceed to checkout is once you are on the cart page now, this proceed to checkout, right? So this is our proceed to checkout. And once you checked out, your next page would be checkout page, means this page. This is your checkout page. This is called checkout. Right, so your checkout page, sorry, this is your checkout page. Once you click on checkout, and here you can fill in your billing details, but we don't have any billing details here, right? So that's fine. I mean, we can get rid of this for now, this checkout page. Place order. So there is nothing like place order also here, but if you have, you can implement that. Now let's understand the test case. So I'll go to test case, and our test case will look like this. It's a test. Okay, so test, and let's say for now we will do a very basic login test. Okay, very basic login test we will do. So here a sync, and we have page. Okay, and we will import this. So we have already got this. Perfect. Okay, now what we will do is we want a login page, right? So we will create a, I'll just remove this part, or let it be, that's fine. And new login page. That's it. We have not yet considered anything about the cart or checkout. That process we have not yet followed, but what we have done is we are creating an object of our login page class and sending this page, what this page is and where it will get it from. So basically this is like, if you remember in our scripts, we used to do these steps, these 3 steps to get a browser opened as well as a tab created. So what this particular step will do, this step will open the browser, right, like this. Then this new page will create a tab like this, and then we used to navigate to the application, right? So instead of doing these 3 steps separately, what you can do is you can receive this page. So this is the feature of Playwright. Okay, this is the feature of Playwright, that this page is a context which it automatically inserts in your test case. You don't have to do these 3 steps. But then how would it know that which browser to open, which driver to start, and all that? That information it is going to get using from this playwright config.ts. Okay, so basically we don't need to perform those 3 steps, individual steps. We can directly receive that page context. So our browser will start, our driver will start, browser will start, tab also would be created, and this tab reference we will get inside this. This Playwright injects in runtime when we run the test. So in this page we have the reference of this tab here. Okay, then what we are doing here is we are creating a login page object by calling its constructor and sending it that page reference. So that we are getting here. Then we are sending it to our parent class. That is how we call the parent class constructor, super, and this page reference, this we are sending it to our parent class base page. Here we are getting here, and that we are assigning it to this app page. So this app page is nothing but one variable from our base class which has the reference of this tab. Okay, so this app page is nothing but a reference to the tab opened in our browser. Okay, so it has got this reference, right? Then once we have this, that page reference set to this, then we need to call a navigate. So this navigate we need to call here in our test case. So I will say or we can first create a home page object, because first we are navigating to the home page, right? So I'll send it home page, and I'll import this. And then I'll create the object of that home page first. So home page equal to new, and then I'll call home page dot navigate. So it will navigate to the page, and I'll send the URL of our application. So right now I am hard coding the URL, but then afterwards we would be reading it from the config. So I'll go to this e-commerce, and this is the URL. Okay, so what we are doing is, first we are creating a home page object. Okay, first we are creating a home page object. So what we are doing in this, that we are injecting this page context. So this is all the job of that test framework of the Playwright. So Playwright test framework automatically injects it as soon as you will start executing this test, right? So what it will do, it will take the configurations from this playwright config.ts, which we will talk about soon. Okay, in this you can define the driver you want to use, and which browser you want to start and all that. So all these configurations go here in this. Okay, so based on these configurations you have mentioned, it will start the driver, it will start the browser, and it will create a tab also, right? So this will automatically would be performed. You don't need to write these 3 steps. We used to write these 3 steps in order to achieve this, but all that is being taken care now by our Playwright, right? So it will read this config, it will read the details of the driver, browser, and accordingly it will start that driver, browser, and it will create that tab also, and that tab's reference it will pass on to this test case method here in this. So that we are simply now passing on to our home page. So we are passing on to our home page that page reference that we are transferring to our base page, which is our parent class. So base page, this parent class has one instance variable app page, and to that app page we are simply assigning that page reference. So for us this app page is the reference for the tab over here. Okay, then inside the test case, now I am calling homepage.navigate. So I am calling a navigate method. So I am calling navigate method, and I am passing my URL to it. So once this will be executed, my browser would be navigated to the home page. This is our home page. Then what we are doing, we are creating an object of our login page. Okay, so this login page, and then I am calling do login. So first of all, I need to go to that login page, right? So once I navigate, so I'll say home page dot navigate to login. So this navigate to login will basically click on this button and will take me to the login page. So it will take me to this login page, and once it has taken me to the login page, then I'll move on. We'll create a login page class object and we'll call the do login method from it. So this do login method would be responsible for putting the email password and clicking on login button. This is what it would be responsible for, right? And then I'll say, let me see if this runs, and if we have any errors there, we can see those errors as well. See, I think it is, yeah, okay. It is running, but just that it is running in a, okay, I think it is running it from here, this example test, it is running. Okay, wait a minute, let me just stop this, and we want to basically, let's shift this to here, and we will remove this example spec.ts and we'll run our test. Yes, now it will start. Yes, it actually tried running it, but it executed it in a headless mode, and we have got few errors there. That's fine, but at least it tried executing it, and like, you know, that execution at least started. We got the error here, but that is fine. We will see this error, that's not a problem. But here we could trigger this code, right, without any issues. So here we got the error. So first of all, what you need to understand is the flow. So right now just consider these two classes for now, three rather: base page, home page, and login page. Don't concentrate right now on this product and this sign up and cart page for now. Only concentrate on these three. So this base page has one page variable defined. It has got the constructor. That constructor is simply setting the page reference received to this app page. Then it has got the basic functionalities like navigate, click, these basic functionalities it has, right? Then home page, login page, they are all extending from the base page. Okay, so what this home page is doing, it is simply transferring the page reference it has received to the base page class, and it is implementing the keywords from it. So one is to navigate to login. So for now just concentrate on this navigate to login, which will take you to the login page, which will take you to this page, right? It has also got select product. So this select product will select the particular product that we'll see afterwards. And this login page, if you go to the test case, so here we are first creating the home page object, then we are navigating to that home page, then we are clicking on navigate to login. So these three steps, what it will do, it will navigate to our application. Here it will navigate to here, and then it will click on, it will call this navigate to login, which will click on this button. Okay, so once you are on this login page, we are creating an object of our login page class, and then we are calling our do login. So this do login will identify these elements and will simply put the like details into it, and we'll click on the login button. This is one flow.